Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope everybody can hear me. So my name is Chaitanya Sonar. I'm from the New Jersey, New York metropolitan area, uh, and I've been living here for quite some time now. And I'm pleased to participate in this Footsoak with you all today. Just a little bit about me. I work for the United Nations in my professional capacity, and you can imagine the current crisis and the climate that is going on at my workplace. And it is exactly uh, that during these times you feel this profound effect of foot soaking or any meditation techniques of Sahaja Yoga to bring you into more balance and bring you into more centered. Uh, One of my tasks at my workplace is I work for the Department of Global Communications, and one of my tasks is to monitor the news and the social media kind of chatter about the events that are going on across the world. And you can imagine the constant bombardment of very distressful news, very heavy news and information that's out there, that's happening in the current scenario, kind of is quite a lot for you to take on. And um, and uh, I hope that through doing these techniques of Sahaja Yoga and through this foot soaking, I can let that go and surrender it to all the elements. And as we use the different elements in Sahaja Yoga to cleanse ourselves, you really feel that kind of effect in such circumstances. So I'm pleased to do this and share this with you all today. And I was told that maybe I can share one of my experiences that helped me to grow deeper in Sahaja Yoga. So I'll just share one story. I came to Sahaja Yoga back in India when I was 7 years old, because my parents started doing Sahaja Yoga. And in India, it's like basically when your parents do something, you kind of follow as a child. So I was like following whatever my parents were doing as a child, not understanding much. Um, and and of course I would meditate on and off and go to all the meditation meetings with my parents. But on my own, I really started to go deeper with one of the experiences that I had. And I would just like to share that with you. When I was about 16 years of age, and I was living in a residential school away from my parents, and studying there, I had an accident where I kind of broke my hand and fractured it, and as well as my knee. And my parents came and they kind of took me to the hospital and all of that. And there was this huge plaster on my hand. And I was taken. I mean, of course, after I got discharged after a week to the hospital, there was an event that Srimati had in one of the institutions that she had developed for the music academy in Nasik, and she was going to inaugurate that music academy. And my parents said that let's go there. And you can imagine the following Srimati has in India. There are thousands and thousands of people for any events where Srimati would personally come. So it is very rare for that in India that you would have that physical closeness to Shumataji and kind of go so close to her. Uh, and uh, and because of the large numbers there, it was not that much possible. And I never had that opportunity. Of course, my father had that opportunity to kind of go closer to Shumataji in terms of being there in a small room or something like that. But I myself never had that opportunity to really be that close to Shumati. And what happened is that one of the organizers of the event said that because I could not sit on the floor, or and there were a lot of number of people, and I had all these kind of bandages and the plaster around my hand and all of that, they suggested that I sit on a chair. And there was a long corridor with lots of rooms, and they said, okay, you can just sit on a chair in next to this door of the room. And I just sat there, and there's music going on. Everybody's very joyful, awaiting the arrival of Shumataji. And suddenly, after some time, the door that I was sitting next to, kind of on my side, opens up, and then you see Shumataji coming out of it very resplendent in all her kind of in her beauty. And of course, I mean, you must have seen her in videos and photographs, the presence that you feel of hers when she comes in front of you. And and suddenly I see Shumataji right in front of me, and I didn't know what to do. I, of course, tried to get up from my chair. I could not, of course, bow down, so I just kind of bowed my head, and she smiled at me. She did that eye contact with me, and in that moment I felt so much of love and compassion emanating from her, that kind of everything just got drenched in that. And um, and it was a very powerful experience that I had. But following that, I could not kind of see that whether Shumataji really blessed me or not. Uh, she, of course, saw me with all those kind of bandages around me and all of that. But then, when I was in my 10th grade, and our 10th grade examinations in India are really one of the uh, critical ones, because they define your career path going forward. I was not a very bright student in school. I was average. I mean, I would say above average, but I would never be like the top ranking student of the class. And the examination that I was supposed to give was going to be in about 1.5 months' time. And my plaster of my hand and all those bandages were going to be removed just about a few days before the exam. And I had to go through extensive physical therapy in order to even write the examination with my hand. Um, so kind of it was, I was worried that how would I write my exam? This is going to define my career and all of that. And I was just surrendered. And that encounter that I had with Shumataji was always kind of there, and I could feel that strength in me because of that encounter that I had. And I gave the examination, and I couldn't believe myself, and nobody in my family could believe. Nobody in my school could believe. In my class could believe I came out first in the entire class for I mean for the entire 10th grade students, and nobody could even how I could be the topper of that. And I personally do intensely believe that it was that love and compassion and that glance of hers that fell upon me, kind of provided me that with that strength in order to excel in that examination. That really brought me so much into, I mean, that experience, though it was not like really a life-changing experience as such, but still kind of made me more grounded and made me stick to Sahaja Yoga in a very profound way. And of course, there were a lot many other small experiences that we have when during our journey when we do this meditation. So I hope that introduction helped you all, and it was nice talking to you. So we can now start our foot soaking activity. I hope everybody has, like me, foot soak tub in front of us, and you saw the slide. So let us all just try to bring our attention inwards as much as we can, to kind of surrender everything through to these elements. And you must have already know that all the elements that we use during foot soaking kind of cleanse us. The salt element represents the earth. The water is the water element. The fire, if you have lighted a candle in front of you, represents that. The air is surrounding us. The ether is above us. All these kind of 5 elements help us to cleanse our subtle system, and they take away all that heaviness, all that imbalances from within us, in order to kind of bring us more into the center. And today especially, I definitely need it. And so let us kind of surrender everything to these elements, and the mothering energy within us, the mother kundalini that we have within us, that is our mother. Let that love and compassion of our mother flow through us. So we can all kind of, everybody knows, I hope, to raise our kundalini and give ourselves abundance. So we will start with that. Before we place our feet into the water, let us just take a moment to gather our attention and to kind of bring it inside. So we'll close our eyes, put both our hands on our lap. If you have not added salt already to the water, you can do so. Once you have added the salt, from our heart, let us pray to this element of water and salt, which is a representation of the sea, as we call in Sanskrit the Samudra Devta, to grant us this opportunity to be cleansed by this element. We can recite the mantra of Shri Samudra Devta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Now we can place both our feet in the salt water. With that innate feeling of surrender within us, let us pray to Mother Energy within us to help us cleanse ourselves and to let go all that we might have accumulated during the day into this sea element and all the other elements that surround us. We can pray also to the element of the sea, Sri Samudra Devta. Sri Samudra Devta, under the grace of the Mother Energy, please take away all the heaviness, excessive heat, and all the imbalances from within us into your element. Let us innately feel that we are surrendering all this heaviness to these elements. We can slowly open our eyes, and if we have a photograph of Shrimataji or a candle lighted in front of us, we can look at that. Without putting any stress on your eyes, very gently, we will now balance our left and right channel. Let us bring our right hand facing it towards the earth element and our attention on our left channel. Let us offer a prayer here. Mother Energy, let all the imbalances, all the lethargy of my left channel be taken away into the earth element. Under your grace, please cleanse my left channel. Left channel represents our pure desire. Let us also pray here to Mother Kundalini to grant us that pure desire on our left channel. As we feel all the heaviness being taken away from our right hand into the earth element, the cool vibrations coming in on the left hand, let us recite the mantra of Shri Mahakali. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. When we recite or listen to the mantras, the vibrations, the sound that they carry cleanses our channels and chakras. So with that feeling within us, we listen or recite these mantras. And we can bring back the right hand on the lap, and we'll bend our left hand from the elbow and face it towards the sky. This way we are now going to cleanse our right channel, which is also the channel of our activity. It is the channel of the sun. Many a times we live our lives on this channel where we are actively working or actively thinking throughout the day. And to bring that soothing effect of the left channel brings us into the balance. So let us pray here again to the mother energy within us to take away all the excessive heat, all the excessive thinking and activity from our right channel, and surrender them into the ether element or the sky element. The sky element is called as Shri Akash Devta in Sanskrit. And let us also request Shri Akash Devta that under the grace of this mothering energy, to take away all our imbalances from the right channel into their element. As we feel all that heat being sucked away into the sky from our left hand and the cool vibrations coming in on the right and cleansing a right channel. The right channel, which represents also pure action. The action that does not cause any reaction is pure action. And let us pray that whatever we do always is pure. Let us recite the mantra of the power of Sri Mahasaraswati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. You can bring a left hand back on the lap. And let us bring our attention in our central channel. The central channel is the channel of our evolution. It is the channel through which this mothering energy Kundalini rises within us and enlightens every chakra. As we know that there is a left and right counterpart for every chakra, when the Kundalini rises, she brings them into the center. So let us pray to this mothering energy within us to take away all the imbalances from our left and right, to bring us into the center, to make ourselves more balanced. O Mother Kundalini, please rise within us, enlighten our every chakra, and bring us into balance. Here we can recite the mantra of Shri Mahalakshmi, the power of pure evolution. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. We can now gently close our eyes as we feel all the heaviness being taken away into the sea element in this salt water. Let us also feel the rising of this Kundalini within us. Let us raise our attention from the base of our spine, slowly raising it up. And take it all the way up to the top of our head in the fontanelle bone area. Again, let us surrender all our heaviness, imbalances to all these elements that surround us. Without feeling that we are doing anything, let them just suck away all of that from within us. We can slowly open our eyes and let us just move our hand from the thigh downwards, just feeling that as if whatever is remaining, we are just pushing it down. Now we can rinse our feet. Just put away the Footsoak bucket on the side. Let us just take a few moments again to get into that state of thoughtless awareness, that state of meditation that brings us again closer to ourselves. We can comfortably sit in our chair with both our hands on our lap. With our right hand, let us slowly raise our energy. Just move your right hand in front of you in the central channel upwards. As we do that, let the attention be on the central channel. Just place it on top of our head. Let us do this 2 more times. Slowly raise it from the base of our spine in front of us. Placing it on top of our head. Once again. This time, let us massage the skin of the top of our head clockwise 7 times. And we can bring back our hand. Now let us keep our attention at that point where our hand was just touching the head. We'll meditate with our attention there for a few more moments. can gently open our eyes and let us raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. So I hope you all enjoyed today's Footsoak session and the meditation. Those who wish to continue meditating, there will be music playing and we can continue meditating through on the music. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, everyone.